Hi, it's Damien and welcome. However you've come to this sensual embodiment session, whatever journey you've been on today, however you're dressed, whatever mood you're in, however much or little you're feeling right now, that is the right way to arrive. There's no state you need to reach first, nothing you need to settle or fix before we begin. You're already exactly where sensual embodiment starts. You know, most people, when they begin to really feel their sensuality and connect to their sensual body, it might feel like the faintest thing, a whisper just on the edge of hearing. So small, so quiet, it's easy to miss. And I want you to know this from the start. That's not a bad result. It's usually the truest one. Because you know, the big feelings people chase and force tend to flare and fade. The quiet ones, the whispers just there on the edge of hearing, the faintest caress of a feeling, the ones you can barely notice are the ones that stay and deepen and last. So if all you feel today is a whisper, a caress, you found exactly the right thing. So there's nothing to reach for, nothing to make happen, nothing to say. Not because trying is wrong, but because what you came for here today is already deep inside you. It only ever asked to be listened to. So, before we begin to explore sensual embodiment, I'd like you to know that everything on this podcast comes down to one focus: to clearing the static out of life, so we can feel that sensuality again. Not through social media, not through TV or magazines or what other people think, just feeling inside ourselves. And to take this a stage further, to not only clear the static but to open the door to a deeper sensuality, I have created a single audio called Flicker. And that takes you even deeper. It doesn't just take you somewhere quiet. It opens the door to your deeper sensuality. It's free and the link's below whenever you feel ready to explore your deeper sensuality. So, let's begin. Just take a moment and find somewhere you won't be disturbed for the next little while. Take care your spine is straight so the energy can move through your body easily. No cell phones, no to-do lists, no calls. Nobody needs you. There's nothing for you to do here and nowhere to get to. For once, you don't have to try anything at all. You've done enough trying. Today is the opposite of trying. So when you're ready to begin your sensual journey, just go ahead and take a nice deep breath and hold it for a moment, letting it go with a sigh, closing your eyes all the way down. And notice your breath, the gentle movement in and out of your chest, that soft rise and fall that happens all by itself. And you might notice how that breath becomes a little longer as you breathe out. Not forcing it, just noticing it happen in its own time. The noise going quieter with every breath. The day, the tasks, everything drifting quieter and quieter. Now, just for a moment, I'd like you to bring to mind a moment where you felt a hint of sensuality. Perhaps a touch, a caress, a whisper. The way a pet feels when you stroke them, or that feeling when you hold a child. Not trying for anything, just feeling. Perhaps you're on your own or with a partner. Just for that brief moment, immersed completely. Notice any sounds. Notice the fragrances around you. And just for a moment, let any images drift away, becoming soft at the edges, blurry, leaving behind just the feeling of sensuality. Now, just let your attention soften a little and widen, and notice what else is here around that feeling of sensuality. You don't need to look for anything, just feel whatever's already here, however faint, however small. It might be a whisper or a caress. It might be almost nothing at all, and that is completely fine. Almost nothing is exactly where we start to embody our sensuality. So, just let your attention drift into that place and stay just for a moment. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to make it bigger or fix it or work out what it means. You're just going to keep it company, the way you'd sit beside someone you love who doesn't need you to talk. Just be there, just with it, just letting it know it's been heard at last. You know, that feeling, that sensation has been talked over for years and doesn't come all the way up in a moment. It comes slowly. The way a quiet sound gets clearer, the longer you listen for it. So don't rush it, just keep it company and let it take exactly as long as it takes to rise and grow. And you may notice, as you stay in this place of sensuality, that something begins to change, that the faint whisper, the caress, fills out a little, becomes clearer. You might notice something else appearing alongside it, that you hadn't felt it first. That isn't you making it happen. That's just what a real feeling does when it's finally given attention instead of words. It answers, it comes up to meet you. And if it just stays faint and quiet and doesn't grow, that's not less. That's often the truest feeling, and it's still there. You can sense it now, and that is more than enough. And you might notice a word rising, or a colour, a sound, just to sit beside what you're feeling. Don't reach for it, don't pick one. Just notice if something comes by itself to mark that place. It might be a word, it might be a sound, or it might just be the feeling getting stronger. Whatever your own attention reaches for, whatever fits. And if something did come, just feel the two of them together for a moment. This and this, the feeling and the place marker you found for it, both held in the same place at the same time. That's your body and your mind meeting, not one talking at the other, both here in the same place at last. You know, that mark is yours now. It's a way back, a thread you can follow whenever you want. You don't have to go through the front door of words and trying. Just follow the quiet way, the way you came in today. And before we come back, notice one thing about what just happened. You didn't make any of that. You didn't force it, build it, or talk yourself into it. You got quiet and recognized what was already there. Through all the years of trying, all the reaching, it was in there quietly the entire time, waiting for you to stop long enough to hear it. It was never a question of whether you could feel. You always could. It was only a question of whether anyone had taught you to listen. To just rest here for a while, in the quiet, with whatever you found. Nothing to do, nothing to reach for, nothing to say. Just you, and that feeling that was always there, your sensuality, keeping each other company. And just so you know it's there, what you touch today is only the very edge of your sensuality. There's a whole sensual life inside you, underneath the noise, a whole language your body has been speaking the entire time, but you're only just beginning to hear. Today, you heard a whisper of it. There is so much more, and none of that has to be built or earned or learned. It's already there. It just gets clearer and fuller every time you come back and listen. And you can come back any time. You have the way in now. And the more you come, the more you'll hear. And let your mind drift forward gently to the days ahead. Somewhere this week you'll catch yourself doing the old thing, reaching for sensuality, straining to feel something, or reciting some word at yourself and waiting for it to work. And when you notice that, I'd like you to smile and stop and just do the thing you did today. Get quiet, stop talking, and just follow your mark and listen to what's already there. And if you feel like standing in front of the mirror in the morning, just to feel this sensation again, then that's perfect. Just stand in front of the mirror, bring your mark to mind, and feel that sensuality again. And you might notice how it turns up in the ordinary quiet moments, in a warm bath, in the first minute of waking, in that pause between two things, that same faint alive whisper, caress, ready to be heard the second you stop making noise over it. It was never something you had to go and get. It was always something you only had to become quiet enough to hear. So for now, just let your breath deepen just a little. Let the room come back and the surface beneath you, the sounds at the edges, the weight of you returning. And you know you can take this away with you. Whatever you felt today, whatever whisper, whatever caress, doesn't go silent when you open your eyes. It's still there. It's always there. All you have to do is breathe and bring your mark to mind. So when you're ready, and only then, let your eyes open. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me today.